Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the channel, World of Wrestling, here today to discuss about WWE Raw, November 22nd, 2021 review. And my God, is it Wednesday yet? I really wish it was. It would actually be time to watch fucking AEW Dynamite, and I'd actually have something to enjoy and watch, and then come on here and review a good show and be more positive. Unfortunately, this show is not one bit of positivity. If anything, there was a lot of loopholes and a lot of BS that took place on this show. One of which being that good old Vince McMahon's little egg. Oh, God. Here's something that makes no sense. Why would Dwayne Johnson give Vince McMahon a fucking egg that's worth $100 million and allow him to bring it to the Barclays Center and, God forbid, have it stolen? No person in their right mind would bring something that valuable to an arena. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And I actually didn't bring that up in my review Sunday night for whatever reason. I guess because I was too damn tired and just want to get the fuck off of here because it was so damn negative. I didn't even think about bringing that up in the conversation, but I'm bringing it up now. Why would anyone go ahead and bring $100 million egg artifact, whatever the hell you want to call it, to a fucking arena in Barclay? In Brooklyn, of all places. A place where you find crime all over the place. It's not exactly what you would call a safe neighborhood. You're definitely not going to be loaded with people with money. You're not going to have people loaded with money living in Brooklyn. It's more of the slums than anything else of New York. But at the same time, actually not at the same time, why the fuck would you bring a damn $100 million artifact to a fucking arena? That's the bottom line. This is ridiculous. And then Vince McMahon's telling Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville if they don't find the perpetrator who stole his egg, stole something from McMahon. He says he hates thieves. Yet by the middle part of the show, Sami Zayn is actually able to find the person who stole his egg, the $100 million egg, which, by the way, he mentions whoever finds the perpetrator for that egg, whoever stole it, and they bring that person to Vince McMahon, they will be rewarded a WWE Championship match. Sami Zayn brings Austin Theory with the egg, and Austin Theory is the person who stole it. His reason for why he tried to steal it was there were so many guards around, he couldn't help himself, and he wanted to take a selfie with it. And Sami Zayn's excited. He's getting his opportunity. Vince McMahon, though, says, I'm dropping the charges on you because it reminds me a lot of myself. Now, hold on a second. If you backtrack to the very beginning of the show, he says he hates thieves. He hates thievery. Yet, they had a man steal, and then he says Austin Theory reminds him of himself. So Vince McMahon's openly admitting he's a thief. I guess that's really true because, hell, he stole fucking the Attitude Era idea from Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman originally had that idea. Vince McMahon just made it more polished where you could actually show it on live television. But the concept was in ECW. That's where it originated from. He stole all the talent from ECW. That's another thing. Well, he didn't really steal it. I should, backtrack on that. But bottom line, Vince McMahon is known to steal and rip people off. I mean, he had fucking Ultimate Warrior pointing a gun in his face because Vince McMahon refused to pay him more money, and Ultimate Warrior felt he deserved more for the hard work he put in during the time of his WWE Championship run. I mean, this guy is the biggest load of shit walking on the face of the earth. He stole Sami Zayn's opportunity and gave it to someone who stole the fucking $100 million egg that Vince McMahon didn't like the fact whoever stole it deserves to be punished for it. Instead, he rewards them for it. Sounds like how WWE works backstage. People that don't deserve shit, get rewards, gets opportunities, get pushes they don't deserve, things of that sort. And all the people that do deserve it get the shaft up their ass. Sounds about right in WWE. So yeah, Big E defended his WWE Championship against Austin Theory instead of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, though, did challenge Damian Priest for the United States Championship just before the WWE Championship main event was supposed to come on, and he lost to Damian Priest very easily, may I add. He lost horribly. He wasn't even close to winning the damn title from Damian Priest. Damian Priest was originally going to face Apollo Crews, but Apollo Crews apparently decided to back off. To this point, I wasn't even paying attention. They were just talking shit back and forth, and then Sami Zayn came in and said, I'm not leaving the Barclays Center until I get an opportunity for a world championship of some kind. So he said, I'm challenging you, and he can take a back seat. So he gets the title match, and that's it. Seth Rollins had a match with Finn Balor. That match didn't really pan out very well. Finn Balor just got his ass kicked with a fucking steel steps to the head. Curb stomped. And then we moved on as Seth Rollins walks up the ramp and gets tackled or speared by a fucking fan out of nowhere. And you literally see it the camera panned on Seth Rollins, and the fan just coming out of nowhere and spearing Seth Rollins. It was beautiful. I actually enjoyed watching this. Not that the fan was at all intelligent. I think the fan was fucking retarded for doing this, number one. Number two, it definitely is going to cost him a bit of time in his life where he's going to probably spend it in jail. He's probably going to be looking at an assault case, which may not be a very good help to him. He may see some jail time. I'm not sure. But he did get 5 seconds of fame. I'll tell you that much, at least for me. I thought it was fucking great, man. I personally, I don't think if Vince McMahon wants to drop charges on a guy like Austin Theory, maybe he ought to drop the charges on this guy and give him a WWE contract, because his spear was 10 times better than Goldberg's. And I mean, literally, this dude put Seth Rollins on his ass, which was fucking awesome. And Seth Rollins put him in a guillotine. I did actually view some of the videos that were taken inside the Barclays Center via the fans. Holy shit. Seth Rollins was pissed. He said, come on, let's go. You want to blindside me, you motherfucker? I'm like, holy shit. I love this. This was amazing what Seth Rollins was doing. And then as he got up to the very front part of the ramp, he goes right back into character. I'm like, damn, this guy goes from fucking being pissed off about what some random fan did to him, and he goes right back into character like nobody's business. I really couldn't believe it. It was fucking awesome. I gotta admit, that was freaking cool as shit. To see a fan do something where the hell was the security on that one? Did Vince McMahon have them go ahead and go searching for the egg? They said, "Oh, don't worry about security. Security, don't worry about what's going on with the fans. They'll be pleasantly calm and relaxed. We'll put them to sleep long before the show goes off the air. Don't worry about it. We need to find my egg." I mean, Jesus Christ. That's probably what was going on. The security guards were looking for Vince McMahon's egg. God almighty. Not to mention, speaking of the fucking egg, you got wrestlers in the locker room destroying the fucking room, the Barclays Center, ripping things apart, destroying everything. You got Rhea Ripley involved in it. How is she supposed to she's going to get a WWE Championship match against Big E? Like, where the hell does this make any sense? They're going ape-stick in the back, destroying everything. Like, hey, this is how we look for things. We destroy we wreck entire shit. We riot, we go crazy. Apparently, the wrestlers who are on catering all the time must have been like, hey, we're gonna riot while we look for the egg. It makes perfect sense. Oh my God. I mean, and then R-Truth is in a fucking woman's bathroom. And he goes, nope, the egg's not in there. Don't go in there. I'm like, what? What is wrong with these fucking... It's like, I felt like I was watching a cartoon that went ape-stick and lost its mind. Like a Ren and Stimpy show, only Ren and Stimpy's way, way better than this shit. But... my God, man, it was like watching mental cases. I swear to God. This was the most deranged thing I have ever seen in my life. This was Bizarro World, man. This is for dummies. I don't know how the fuck you guys who watch this on a regular basis, a lot of the people that tune into my channel say they don't watch it. God bless you. God bless you for not watching it. You have brains. Unfortunately for me, I want to try to get this channel going and get it better. But my God, man, I don't know how the fuck you people who watch this shit on a regular basis and just watch it for the enjoyment, where do you find the enjoyment in this shit? Do you remove your brains out of your head and put it on the side? You put it inside of a bowl, and then you have someone insert your brain back into your skull after you watch this shit? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Ugh. I really don't think anyone that watches my channel really watches this shit. And like I said before, God bless you, man. You guys got brains. I am so happy and blessed to have fans of this channel that actually have brains. I hate talking to some of the people that have come on here and commented on like Goldberg rants that I've had in the past and justify Bill Goldberg being a world championship match. I listen to some of these people and they make me feel dumb. I swear to you, when I read these comments, my brain cells start to melt. It's really pathetic. Oh, God. They say don't smoke weed, it kills your brain cells. Actually, don't talk to dummies who watch WWE who support this shit. Because your brain cells will die quicker than smoking pot. Oh my God. I mean, I'm just sitting here going, what the fuck am I watching here? Half of the shit I wasn't even paying attention to. Oh, Lord. And most of these matches didn't even have endings, some of them. Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross lost their tag team titles. They lost their tag team titles to Carmella and Zelina Vega. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. And they make it like it's a big deal. Like, oh, they lost their tag team. Who the fuck's on Raw or SmackDown with a women's tag team division? Can anyone answer that question? No, you can't, because there is no women's tag team wrestling going on in WWE. Oh my God, they're lucky they have men's tag team wrestling. God almighty. Earlier in the show, the very beginning, we had Matt Riddle dressed up as Randy Orton. This shit's fucking laughable, man. If I don't laugh, I'm just gonna be pissed. I'd rather laugh than be angry, because I've done that enough on this channel. Sitting here getting mad and yelling my full head off and acting like a raving lunatic. This shit is just laughable at this point, man. It's just gosh darn laughable. You got Matt Riddle dressing up like Randy Orton. Randy Orton's telling him to be more like him. Think more like him. Be more aggressive in the ring. Stop acting like a goofball. So what does he do? He acts more like a goofball, and he dresses up as Randy Orton. I swear to you folks, when the time comes and they decide to pull the trigger on this and Randy Orton turns on Matt Riddle, I'm not going to have any sympathy for Matt Riddle. I'm going to cheer for Randy Orton for knocking this dumb-ass fucking retarded character right the fuck out. Matt Riddle is a fucking annoyance. If I was Randy Orton and I was teaming with this guy, I'd slap the taste out of his mouth. Literally, I'd say, you're fucking nuts, dude. I'm telling you to be more aggressive. You're acting like you want to dress like me, like this is a cosplay? He's got a goatee that's longer than Randy Orton's actual goatee. He looked like fucking like one of the rock, like one of these rockers in a rock band or some shit. He looked like Chris Jericho at one point in 2002 when he just started growing out that fucking long ass goatee that he eventually turns into a ponytail. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, Lord, man. What crap. Matt Riddle beats Dolph Ziggler in a match with the move that Randy Orton utilizes with an RKO. And I will admit, though, Matt Riddle actually did a really nice RKO. He delivered it very well. I will give him credit for that. And then Randy Orton did Matt Riddle's finishing maneuver later on after the match was over. So they were exchanging finishers and being friends and whatnot, and not acting like they're cutting the cord just yet. But how the fuck can Randy Orton, in reality, backstage, I really wonder what he's saying to himself. Does he really enjoy doing this? Like, he went from beating Bray Wyatt the Fiend to being a tag team partner of Matt Riddle. Like, how does that work? He goes from a serious role to a fucking goofball. All in one motion. Like, that's nuts. Stupid as fuck is what it is. Oh, man. I can't believe I actually sat through this shit and watched it for you guys. I really almost turned this shit off. Honestly, this was fucking pathetic. Bianca Belair faced Tamina in a one-on-one match. We saw this last week. Tamina lost, and then Tamina lost again this week. Who cares? Bianca Belair wins. She's on a winning streak, beating Tamina. What is she gonna do? She's gonna do that throughout the rest of the whole fucking month? For the next 2 weeks, she's gonna beat her another 2 times? The fuck? We had Becky Lynch come out during her promo. She's talking about her situation with what happened at Survivor Series, and then she started trying to play the heel role again. She keeps trying, and it's like so damn forced. It's utterly ridiculous. She takes a shot at the fans for doing the wave, for chanting CM Punk, which I thought was great. Fuck the women's division, they're shit. And then she goes on and agrees with them on top of it and says, yeah, I guess you guys have a point. I'd beat all 10 of them. Because the women in this division are never going to take the title from me because I'm keeping my dead grip hands on this title for the rest of my career, basically, is what she was saying. God almighty, man. And she's trying to shit on the fans in the same process of shitting on the other performers. She is terrible at playing the heel role. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that fans just really are infatuated with Becky Lynch. They are a huge fan of her work, what she does in the ring, and they just don't want her to be a heel. Me personally, I don't give a flying fuck anyway what she is. I think the fans should just embrace her being a heel and let it go. Who the fuck cares, man? Of course, nobody has no faith in Liv Morgan winning this match. Nobody's going to cheer for her or give a shit. They all know she's going to lose. On top of it, she lost. She was one of the people eliminated in the fucking the 5-on-5 women's tag team match. And she was eliminated in mid-portion of the match. Instead of being her and Toni Storm being the last two of the fucking Survivor Series matchup for the women. I mean, how does that make any sense? Literally, how does that make any fucking sense? You got two women going after the world champions in the women's division on both shows. You're not going to have them as the last two survivors on each team to go at it to determine who's going to win it? I mean, what the fuck am I watching, man? Oh, I know what I'm watching. I'm watching shit. Oh, Lord, man. Utter crap. And later on in the show, Becky Lynch, not Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch actually encountered Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was being interviewed backstage, and she's sitting there, and she's really excited about her future championship match, which, by the way, hasn't been announced yet. I'm pretty certain that's going to take place in December. December's Raw is going to probably be some, like, low-level pay-per-view type show for Monday Night Raw, leading into the year one pay-per-view, which I don't know how they're gonna do with that shit, but I think this show is gonna be fucking garbage altogether. I really don't care. I think the whole thing is garbage to begin with. But anyway, they go ahead and she says, oh, you're gonna start crying, and she said some words to her that made her really hurt her feelings and say that she's a failure and all this. And this eventually led to Liv Morgan punching her in the fucking face, or at least forearming her in the face, hitting her with the forearm to the face. And she was pretty upset about the forearm to the face, which she had it coming anyway. She deserved it for being a dick. But bottom line, guys, oh man, this show sucked. We had Doudrop interfere at the end of Bianca Belair's match. After she wins the match, Doudrop annihilates Bianca Belair and joins Natalya and Tamina. So she goes from Eva Marie, who's no longer there, to Natalya and Tamina. I don't know why the hell she needs to join forces with them, but she started trotting off like they're best of friends now out of fucking nowhere. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. AJ Styles, oh yeah, Seth Rollins had a promo just before he had this no contest match with Finn Balor. That meant nothing. He's just bragging about how he won the match for his team and blah, 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 and claims he did it all by himself. Yada, yada, yada. We had AJ Styles and Almost defeat the Street Profits in a disqualification. Apparently the Street Profits cheated or hit them with some illegal weapon that they shouldn't be using, And that was that. Whatever, man. What shit? Really, what shit? Oh yeah, they squirted a fucking a fire, not a fire hose. What is it called? Fire hydrant, I think. No, fire hydrant is where water comes. A fire extinguisher. So they're using a fire extinguisher in this match for whatever reason, and they start just squirting the fucking fire extinguisher all over the place. I just don't understand this. Is this Bizarro Land? Is this professional wrestling? Is this even sports entertainment anymore? I can't even tell this is sports entertainment. Seriously, I don't even know what the hell you call this shit. I call this a zoo. This is a zoo for dummies. I swear to you. They claim they're not a wrestling promotion. They claim they're sports entertainment. I don't even see sports taking place in this. Really. Who the hell uses a fire hydrant, fire extinguisher in the middle of a fucking match and costs themselves a fucking match to begin with? What a fucking joke. Unbelievable. I already mentioned Carmella and Queen Zelina winning the tag team titles from Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ashtray. Oh my gosh. The 24/7 championship that I only wish would die already and disappear. Maybe Dana Brooke will go ahead and place it on a mantle. She's the one that ends up with the fucking belt at the end of the day. At the end of this night anyway. And her interview was absolutely pathetic. The woman wins the 24/7 championship and says she's now going to be able to prove she's a true champion and be able to live up to her expectations. Apparently, good old Titus Catering decided to start following in the footsteps of Vince McMahon and, get some budget cuts taken care of. And apparently she was on that list to be cut off. So she's now a champion, no longer working for Titus Catering. They've been a little bit behind on the budget here. So they had to cut her off and he has to be a one-man catering crew. I don't know, man. I really don't know. This is fucking ridiculous shit. I just don't get it, man. And then we have a handicap match where Bobby Lashley beats the shit out of both Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. I mean, they get their shots in an offense on Bobby Lashley. I mean, it wasn't a one-sided total beatdown. But at the end of the day, Bobby Lashley wins the match. And Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio get defeated by Bobby Lashley. How many times does Bobby Lashley have to beat these people to prove to us that he's dominant? We get it. He's a winner. He ain't losing to the Mysterios. Let's move on from this shit. It's like the guy just likes to repeat himself over and over and over again. Be a hypocrite. Sell people on something and do the complete opposite of what he originally said he was going to do, which he did to Sami Zayn here tonight. It's like Vince McMahon was doing that to his own talent while he's doing it to us. He rewards someone for stealing. Not to mention $100 million. Shit, you might as well get Dr. Evil on the damn show while you're at it. Get Mike Myers dressed up as fucking Dr. Evil, and you can go ahead and have him say $100 million. I mean, like, what the fuck is this crap, man? I'm just goofing on it, really, at this point, because there's no point in me getting upset over this shit. It is such a fucking retarded waste of time. And I just love shitting on it, really. That's what I get out of doing this. I get to be able to vent my frustrations to you guys. You guys get a nice chuckle and a laugh out of what I have to say, and we move on to the next crap show, you know? Or, actually, in this case, we'll be moving on to AEW Dynamite tomorrow and actually have something to be positive about somewhat, as long as they deliver on a good show. But most of the time they do, so there's no negativity going to take place on this channel over that episode. But my God, man, you got 3 hours. You can't give us at least an hour worth watching? There wasn't 1 hour on this show for 3 hours that was worth watching at all. No heart, no soul, no nothing. It's just a flat deadline pulse. Yeah, Vince McMahon's got his finger on that pulse. You know what he's doing? He's making sure it's dead. The fuck? Alright, guys, that's all I have to say on this ridiculous piece of shit show. So you know what to do. Hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel, of course. And leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. And I thank you guys very much for watching. And I hope you have a great night. And I'll speak to you again tomorrow about Dynamite. Bye.